Once again, whoever donated whiskey this week,
Right.
I'm sorry.
That was me.
That was not you.
That was totally me.
This was Sean Curran.
And as a show of appreciation, you should pour me some other things.
Nope. Sean Curran, magnificent bastard, sent us Talisker.
Sean Curran, you magnificent bastard.
In case you don't remember, I'm wearing this god-awful obscenity on my head.
Hey man, you just look.
Because
You have always been jealous of my hair.
Rex's hair for hobbits.
You have why my hair for the Whiskey Tribe's hair for hobbits. This was a venture. We all went on together. It concluded with the shaving of my head and me turning into once again a mooch. More importantly, a street tough.
Yeah, I do have to say,
I'm a street tough.
I do have to say that I only have to do this for a week. Rex had to have shitty haircuts for like 3 months.
I'll get into that later.
Okay.
So, you're wearing my hair.
Yeah.
Have you wrapped your head around how weird that is?
No, I'm trying not
That's
to.
like super.
I'm trying not to.
Like knowing your feline-esque sensibilities.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it, and you're bringing it up. It's making me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Everything right around here.
In 12th grade, I had a teacher tell me.
That grew out of my head.
Hey, in 12th grade, I had a teacher tell me, Daniel.
Oh my gosh.
Daniel, if you can't focus on the things that need to get done for you to move forward, then you're not going to be able to accomplish things you actually want to do in life.
Right.
You know what I like to say to her? If she could see me now. If only she could see me now.
That's super good.
How much she would feel justified.
So meeting people, we'll get into this whiskey. It deserves to be gotten into.
No, we're going to talk about this.
We're not going to give it short shrift. But in meeting people, at the launch party, it was tremendous amounts of fun to see.
It really was.
So putting the names with the faces.
Yeah.
Right?
And man,
the
one
vibe
of
was
the
amazing.
Kindest, most generous groups of people in a large gathering. I think by the way, you guys, the distillers who were here.
Yeah.
Every single one of them that came to me after the event before they left said across the board, this was the best event we've ever been a part of. Are you guys going to do this again? Because your crowd is amazing.
Yeah.
I remember guys say, look, we do this all the time. You know, go to events and tastings and Whiskey of the World and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And your people were patient. They weren't pushy to get their stuff. They actually wanted to talk to us instead of just take some whiskey and leave.
Yeah.
And they asked the most interesting questions, and they really wanted to know the answers.
Yeah.
Is that usually when you get these kinds of in-depth questions at an event,
right,
it's because someone's trying to catch you.
Yeah.
And show you that they know something.
Yeah.
He said, but your crowd asked questions, and they truly wanted to know what we were doing and why we were doing it. And we had all these intricate conversations.
Yeah.
And the YouTube channels were amazing.
Yes. So
all of the distillers are like, please do this again.
It was,
and please let us come back.
It was cool to be able to meet the other YouTube channels. And
they were amazing.
They had a great time from what I understand. So throughout the day, you know, we're shaking hands, we're taking pictures, we're meeting people. Of course, they're going to say like nice, amazing things. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they're very earnest, but it's hard to get a sense. Okay, in my little bubble right now of what I'm experiencing, it seems like everybody's having a fantastic time. But it wasn't until the day was over and the people who were doing like the food trucks and the staff from the front office, everybody's like, this is great. This is so,
that's no joke.
Is so cool.
The Welcome Center and the food trucks were both like, your people are really amazing.
Yeah.
And one of the guys was like, because we gave white wristbands to the whiskey people so they could jump to the front of the line, and the YouTubers to jump to the front of the line to get food. And Scott from Scotch Test Dummies was saying, you know, I felt weird about jumping into a line of 40 people and skipping everybody to get food. But I walked up, and before I could get to the line, someone in the line said, we have a white wristband here, people! And everybody moved to the side and pushed me to the front of the line. I was like, holy crap!
It was the parting of the Red Sea.
Yeah. So,
get that man some barbecue.
Well done, you guys. And make sure, if you are watching us, you're going to go check out, it's Bourbon Night, Scotch Test Dummies, Aquavitae, and Whiskey Dick.
Yep.
Anyway, now, Sean Curran, it's your time now, my friend. It's your time.
Yes.
Down here, it's your time down here. Up there, it's their time. But down here,
so, again,
it's our time.
I feel like we should have given We got so many things to talk about.
No, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
We'll spread it out.
all week.
Okay.
So Talisker Storm is a special no-age statement release that they did. Now remember, Diageo owns these guys, and Talisker was part of their classic malt releases. Mm-hmm. So they have no shortage of money and marketing and production going into Talisker. This is Isle of Skye. They released it in 2013, and what they did was they matured it in specifically selected American toasted refill casks.
Right.
And so you get everything that Talisker has to offer. Now, one of the things that someone said, and I've been thinking this for ages, whenever someone ever says, what's the most oceany characteristic Scottish whiskey?
I'm getting briny Pete.
I go back and forth, but Talisker seems to always take the first place for me.
Now,
and I was looking for reviews.
Some people don't like it because
of the
it's
brine.
so oceany.
Yeah.
They feel like it's almost a fish.
I was looking for reviews, almost like sardines in a can or something. I was looking for reviews and just to see what everyone else had said about the Storm, and almost all of them said, it's ocean, it's saltwater, it's which I think is, I'm getting a little bit of a nice reflection on the side of your face from this light. Right. It's very distracting.
So. Is it just me, or does the Storm have more, a little bit more character and vibrance than the standard Talisker?
Definitely does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's compare just to make sure.
No, I want to be able to focus on the Storm. It's a nice try, though. Although on a side note,
a novice has to be worth something.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Okay.
You know what?
But only under the kindness of my heart. I have more power with hair for hobbits. I don't think I realized this until just now. But I think this helm has given me more power.
I really need to level up, man.
Yeah. What's interesting is the distillery was founded in 1830 by Hugh and Kenneth McCaskill. And their name came from a settlement where they leased the land. And they leased the land, wait for this, recognize this name, from the clan MacLeod.
Yeah.
Remember that name?
Yeah.
There can be only one.
The Highlander.
Yeah. Duncan and Connor.
Right.
That's where they took the name from for the fiction movie. So Talisker.
We have inside us blood of kings.
It's a Highlander whiskey. There can be only one.
And then slice your head off and...
Which always looked to me like a strange slight ripoff of He-Man. Remember? He would always, from the powers of the sword. It's very much I think it's
powers of Grayskull.
Yeah. So they're very connected, I think. That was a show I wasn't allowed to watch growing up.
So I'm getting the brine, I'm getting the peat, and it's like a caramel coffee type of vibe. I'm looking for more of the sweeter.
It sort of coats everything.
Yeah,
right.
There's some sweeter, richer characteristics.
I get barbecue char. You know what I get is, you ever go to order the burnt end brisket? Mm-hmm. I'm getting the burnt end brisket, but not as much as like Octomore. But
yeah, so it's got like some of the burnt caramelized sauce on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a hint of it. Octomore is just like eating barbecue.
No, it's primarily briny peat.
Yeah, this is a hint of it.
This is the nuanced stuff.
Now, I read a review that said a hint of red chili peppers in the finish.
Really?
And for the life of me, I could not figure out. And then after a while, I thought, this is somebody from Scotland talking, not somebody from Texas. So they don't eat chili peppers on a regular basis. I'm guessing as much as we do.
Circling back to the hint of caramel coffee that I'm getting. Mm-hmm. It's not black coffee. It's kind of like they have the little plastic cups of creamers. Mm-hmm. It'd be like a caramel creamer. You put in a few drops of that. And
what that would make it for me? A Turkish coffee.
Okay.
You ever had Turkish coffee? Where it's just a syrupy, heavy, really coffee, but brewed straight into sweet cream.
Damn.
I know.
Damn.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn.
I'm
gonna need a little bit more.
Well, that I can do.
We got Pavlovian programming as a Canadian. I'm a little annoyed that Daniel made me have to stand up while watching this video.
So I didn't know that I had that power. It turns out if I start singing, I can make all the Canadians who are watching stand up. You ready?
Hey, he said Canadian Whiskey Week will come.
Oh, it will.
Should we do a Canadian Whiskey Week?
Oh, we're gonna.
We'll do a Canadian.
I have plans for that for next week.
I'll try not to shoot myself.
Thanks to the Teresa.
Oh, there's a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Queen Teresa, who's a somm.
Yeah.
And gifted us, we just finally got to the giant stash of whiskey that you left for us in April.
Just gotta look at myself in the mirror here.
Pretty sexy.
Man, how can you stand like just being there without ravaging me?
I really didn't see where that was going. Oh, good God. Oh, Canada.
I don't know the song.
Oh, home and native land. I'll stop there as long as that made you stand up.
Okay.
All right, carry on.
And then let him sit back down. Time to sit down.
Oh, Canada.
We got Vega. Yes. I can't identify taste or smell of a whiskey. Is that something you can learn, or are you born with the nose? I can only tell if I like it or not.
Number one, if you can tell if you can like it or not, you're fine. That's all you need to know. Unless you want to know more, in which case it simply takes practice.
Yeah.
It's not some innate skill that you can't acquire, or no, it just takes practice.
It takes practice and a willingness just to say the damn thing that's on your mind without feeling like everybody else has to be in agreement with you.
Yep, absolutely.
Taste is so subjective. It's like, what are you experiencing with your associations in your, the flavors that you have had before? What has sprung to mind? What is it reminding you of? And it doesn't have to be something that everybody universally agrees to.
And I also will tell you that getting a tasting sheet, like the one that the Whiskey Smiths make, a tasting sheet will actually help bring to mind things as opposed to trying to invent them from scratch.
Yeah.
So a tasting sheet will actually guide you through, am I tasting this or not? Yes or no? Do that.
It's really hard to take you seriously.
Dude, this thing is pressing into my head.
I asked you.
Look, it's leaving an
I asked you.
Look.
You want this? What I said? Do
It's
you want
leaving
me,
an indention.
Do you want me to bring padding for that piece right there? What did you say?
I said, no, I'm good.
Shut up. Shut the hell up.
My head hurts.
I had a solution.
It's just leaving a mark like sunglasses do on your nose.
Just Ross Carballo. You know, Shakespeare used a lot of puns.
He did use a lot of puns in his words.
And he's dead.
Is that it?
Good riddance.
That's all that. Good riddance
To Shakespeare. That punny bastard. You know, Shakespeare used a lot of puns in his works. In fact, for some performances, they would write them down on the stage itself because he was a big fan of having a play on words.
A real mooch would have seen that coming.
I mean, you saw it coming. So good. He used a lot of puns in his work. He foreshadowed the whole thing.
Oh, you used the word foreshadowing. Well done. That's a Shakespeare thing. It's not actually.
Oh, I almost made it.
You really did. That would have been pretty amazing.
All right, what do you want to compare this to?
Nothing. I just want to live with Talisker Storm because I think it's just it deserves to stand on its own. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking. I'll let you compare something tomorrow.
Let me?
Yeah.
Here's what's happening.
Hey, look.
Daniel.
Whose hair is this, Rex?
Daniel, here's what's happening.
Whose hair is this, Rex?
You're petting my hair.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't pet my hair.
Whose hair is this, Rex?
Pet my hair. Here's what's happening.
Yeah.
We're setting precedent for how the other person, when they're in a moment of vulnerability, how they get treated.
Whatever.
Now,
you have no room to talk.
Is there
after all the shenanigans?
Any doubt in your mind?
You have forced me through
that I'm going to climb this hierarchy of moochiness and achieve levels of glory, levels of magnificence.
No, it just doesn't have to happen all at once.
That you can't blame me.
You
cannot comprehend.
You cannot blame me for enjoying the steps along the way.
Son of a bitch.
Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
May you fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal lovers' hearts.
If you drink,
may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.